Welcome back. This is Jamos, and we are continuing our American Tank Ace Vassal series. Um, in the last mission, you saw us run like cowards from a nasty Panther and two other tanks, mainly because we were immobilized, couldn't even move to get in a better position. We all made it out okay. We had one light wound, but he's alright. They patched him up. Got his Purple Heart, which doesn't add anything to our prestige, but that's okay. So now, that would be a neat feature if they added it in the next version of either this upgraded version of this or the. I think there's an upcoming. I think there's an upcoming game called the British Tank Ace. I'd love to see a German Tank Ace, where you start with the Panzer IV and maybe go to a Panther and then maybe even a Tiger. You'd probably have to upgrade would be the American forces or the Russian forces you'd be facing. Maybe have two different campaigns, but yeah, the Russians or the Americans would probably outnumber. I know the Americans would outnumber you probably 5-1. But anyway, continuing on with this, we are on the last mission of June, and hoping to get another prestige so I can get a 76. The way I'm playing, I am not doing well. I do get an XP after this mission. Also, I want to show you that we are probably going to go for 2 experience. I'm probably going to spend it on a action called, see if they have the pieces. Yeah, I can just right click on it. I think it's down below. I'm sorry. This needs to be widened. Oh, also because we abandoned our tank, I lose everything that's in the tank, and I had 2 rations, so they're gone. Because we get a new tank. I mean, it was immobilized. We left it. I assume we lost the tank. I mean, there was no clear really rule on that, but I would assume that we ran and the tank got captured. So we're just going to assume that we have a new tank, which is another M4. In fact, I think, did I name it something different? I think I did rename it. Let's see if I renamed it. I think I renamed it. It's not here, but I think I renamed it. Where would that be? It'd probably be on my log. I think I renamed it. Yeah, Angel 2. So we just put an Angel 2. It was the Angel, but now it's Angel 2. It's another M4. And down here, I'm going to buy Synergy for 2. So there we go. So what Synergy basically allows you to do is 1 time per mission, you can get 3 commands instead of 2. It just gives you a little bit more time to do something. If you have like, you can only fire once if you turn a turret, so really doesn't give you anything for that. But if my turret was straight and I was shooting, I could technically fire 3 times, or I could just do more actions once per turn. Once per game. Mission. Sorry, mission. So we have Synergy now. So we just have to remember that. And that takes both my experiences. Oops, wrong way. That takes both my experiences on back down to 0. Doesn't take any prestige. So, Synergy is probably the first thing you get. I like Gunnery too. Gunnery gives you Gunnery is expensive. Aim is actually not a bad skill to have too either. It takes some of the immobilized charts. Instead of immobilizing a tank, you actually destroy it. It's probably not a good, probably not a bad thing to get. I do like AI for terrain too. That's another one I'm thinking about. It helps with your mobilization rolls. As you seen last game, I was trying to get into a hold down position and I was immobilized. So that would help. Anyway, so now we have synergy. And I don't think that's, let's see if that's marked on the tank map too. Yep. So I'm going to add that. So it reminds me on this tank map. And since we're here, let's start our mission. Okay, so now we're going to load. I'm going to load Willie P. This is my loaded round. And then I'm just going to load AP and HE. I think I'm just going to load 4 of each. What I've found in this game is you rarely fire twice your main gun. I mean, sometimes you do. And now I'll be able to fire 3 times if I get that opportunity. So I'm just going to use 4 APs and 4 HEs. Or should I do 5 APs? Yeah, I think I'll leave it this way. Alright. I have a Willie P or white phosphorus loaded. I have my ammo loaded, so we're good for that. So now we have to roll for the mission. And this will be on chart A1. Alright, 2d6. 8. Another attack. Imagine that. Every mission has been an attack. I don't know why, but it's just the way we roll. I haven't got to move it to contact. You'd think that would be the second thing I would roll, because there's 3 of those on this chart. But chances are, I mean, if you go odds, you're going to roll attack. Very, very hard to get an assault or a defense. Or you can get a refit every once in a while, but that's rare too. Alright, so we know we're going to attack. So I'm going to mark our sheet. Attack again. And this is our 1/6 mission. So there we go. So now we're going to roll for weather. And that's here. And that's another 2d6. We're still in June. And we roll a 10. Sorry if you hear thunder, it's storming out. Alright. That might not be a good sign, right? Clear. Well, that wasn't bad. I can deal with that. I can deal with clear weather, even though it's stormy out here. Alright. So that is that. And now we have to roll for terrain, which is A5. Alright, we're still in June. 44. 1, 2, 3 is Bocage. 4, 5, 6 is... Let's just hope we roll a 4, 5, or 6. Come on. 5. Good. Woods. Whew. That means at least I start medium range. I don't have to worry about getting hit on the first round by infantry. I mean, I still have to worry because I'll probably be open, but... In fact, let me do that before... So you know I'm not cheating. I'm not going to have my assistant driver open. But these two are going to be open. Alright, so now we are on woods. So we close that. And we go to woods. That means I start at medium range. So now we roll for the enemy. Here we are, June 44. Let's see if we roll a snake eyes again. Hopefully not. 2d6. 8. 1 AT and 1 infantry. I think we can handle this. That's probably the easiest I think we've, other than maybe we did, or 2 infantry one time. 1 AT and 1 infantry. So that's not too bad. Let's see what kind of AT we get. That's a 1d10. And we roll 1, which is a Pack 38 again. So we go to pieces, German units, anti-tank, Pack 38. We put that down. And now let's go to A6 and see what kind of infantry we get. That's a 1d6. And we get elite troops. Now we get Forschemager or we get SS. Let's see. We get SS troops. They're bringing in the SS, guys. Do not. And they have morale of 5. So we only get one of those. Usually we get 2. This is pretty much a milk run. If I take an AT gun out, infantry bugs out anyway, so I'll probably concentrate on him, maybe? Yeah, probably. He can penetrate me, though. Can't penetrate my turret, but he can penetrate my hull. So I probably want to move to hull down again. And as long as I don't roll bad. Alright, let's see here. Pack 38 starts at 1d6. 1 starts to the left, an A. And the infantry starts in 3, starts in the middle. He starts dug in. And I think that is it for setup. I cannot fire on the Pack 38 the first turn, and they do fire first turn. So if he targets me, it's gonna be not as bad as close, but it's gonna be might be dangerous. So let's start the mission. So I'm gonna put my tank down. Start in open country, and we start at medium range because we're in the woods. Oh, I did forget to write the modifier down for the woods. Where was that? Woods. +1 HE and machine gun attack. So I want to put that in my notes. There's our mission 5 where we bailed out. Mission 6. Woods. +1 HE MG. Alright. Just gotta remember that. Wish there was a little woods counter on my tank sheet. Instead of saying terrain woods. I may add these. Oh, that was a big thunder. There goes the dogs. Yeah, I may add urban, bocage, woods, and open counters. I think somebody made some. I may turn those into game counters, just so I can put it on my. I can't really put it on my chart to remind me of that. It'd be nice to, but it would be nice on that chart to have an enterable field. But anyway, I'll just have to remember I'm in woods. Okay, so now we go to push this up a little bit. Alright, so now we go to conduct the first round, and enemies do attack. So the Pack 38 will attack me on a 1 and a 1d6. He rolls a 2. That's good because I didn't really want to. I'm not hold down or anything. So now let's see if the infantry spots me. Nope, 4. So neither one has spotted me or are targeting me yet. I cannot fire on the Pack 38, so I'm just going to fire on the infantry with my Willie P. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go back to my tank chart, and I'm going to fire. Okay, I fired. Smoke goes into zone. Is that B? Is that C? B. Smoke goes to B. And I'm going to reload AG. And we're going to see if we hit them with the Willie P. So I'll go back to charts and go to B1, and we are medium range. 2 through 6 hits. I don't see a woods modifier here. There is no smoke yet, so He is he is dug in, but that doesn't count for hitting. So it's just a straight 2d6 roll. And we'll roll 2d6, and we roll an 8, which is a miss. Alright. So it just causes a suppress. Which really doesn't make any difference because they fired first, and we're going to start a new round. And if it stops thundering, maybe I can talk. Alright, that thunder is just continually going down. And alright, so that is the end of the round. So now we got to go to B9 and roll on the event check. That's 2d6. And that is a 6, no event. Good for that. Alright, so now we go subsequent rounds. Round 2, degrade smoke and suppression. So the suppression goes away, smoke goes down to 1, and now I get 2 to, I could use my synergy to get 3, but I don't want to do that yet. They did acquire me because I did fire on them. And do I want to turn my turret and fire on the Pack 38 and not worry about the infantry? If I do turn, I can only fire once, even though I get 2. I think I'm just gonna fire. I'm gonna do that, but first, my first turn, I'm gonna fire my AA machine gun on the infantry. So I fire on them, and we are going to kill them. And that is on chart, B2. And we get a +1 for smoke, +1 for dug in, that's +2, +1 for woods, that's +3. Fire is not suppressed, he's not buttoned. Okay. That is a +3. So we want to roll low, 2d6. 5 + 3 is 6, 7, 8. It's still suppress. So we do suppress them. At least we do that. That means that when they fire on us, they're going to have a little harder time. Alright, now I could take a chance with the AT gun and fire my main gun on them. Since they already are suppressed, they're at least going to take a step loss. Yeah, let's do that. I want to get rid of these guys so they don't fire on me. Yeah, my second turn I'm going to fire my HE on them. So we're going to do that. Or should I fire my HE on the Pack 38? That would suppress them too. But then they would automatically target me. Yeah, I think I'm just going to fire on the infantry. So we're going to do that again. So we're going to fire with the HE. Load more HE. And we are going to try to hit them. Medium range, 2 through 6, +1 smoke. So it's 2 through 5. I'm not buttoned up. I'm not suppressed. Target is not hold down. It's not raining. Alright, so it's up 2 through 5 on a 2d6. Oh, 5. Yes! And since they are suppressed, they take a step loss. And they take another suppress, which kills them. You just heard that tank fire right there. All right, they are dead. Now we need to roll for the pack 38. And I'm sorry about the thunder, guys. It's something I can't really avoid right now. The pack 38 is going to fire on us if it rolls a 1. Well, that was close. Alright, let's roll. And it rolls a 5. So he is busy somewhere else. He does not see us. He apparently has other things to do. So let's roll on the event chart. B9, 2d6, and roll a 9, DE1 random GE infantry. Wow. Now you give me that. Now if I would have fired on them, I wouldn't. Oh well. It is what it is. There is no infantry to DE. But anyways, we're done with that turn, so now we're going to start turn 3. Well, the thunder keeps on coming, so it sounds like a war out there. Alright, so we deplete smoke, and the smoke is gone. And now I get to conduct 2 more actions. So now I am going to move. I'm going to move and turn. Or no, I'm just going to move. I'm going to move, try to see if I can move to hold down. I'm going to probably use my 3 turns this time. I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, because if I turn my turret, I can only fire once. I mean, I guess I could use my 3rd turn to fire over machine gun fire. I really want to take out this pack 38, so I'm gonna my first turn is to I'm gonna fire on them right now. So I'm gonna turn my turret left. Alright, gunner. Fire HE. Fires HE, load HE. Alright. So now we fired HE on the pack 38. We are at medium range. So 2 through 6, there's no modifiers. I'm not buttoned up. We don't have smoke. We don't have rain. Straight 2d6 roll. Come on. Come on. 2 through 6. 2 through 6. 8. No, we missed. I think we do suppress them. It missuppresses the gun. Alright, so at least we just suppress them. So now they aren't target us. They have acquired us. That means they're going to fire on us. We don't have a choice now. And my second turn, should I move to hold down? Second action. Yeah, I think I'm going to, because I don't want them hitting my hull. So I'm going to move to hold down. It's not guaranteed by any means. So move to hold down is, where are we? One of these B charts. Here we go. Alright, so hold down after movement chart. 1 through 4 is open, 5 through 6 is hold down. This is where I for terrain would help you. So 5 and a 6 out of a 2d6. So not very good odds. Let's see. 4. Well, we tried. Now we got to roll for mobilization. It is clear. So anything but a 2. And we roll a 9. We're fine. But that was a waste. I could try it again with my extra command. No, I think I'm just gonna use my AA gun again. The reason I'm not using my bow machine gun is because I get a +1 for buttoned up. So we're just gonna use our AA gun. Fire that one. We got 2 rounds left. fired the AP round, right? Pretty sure I did. I only have 2 left, so yeah, I did. Or my HE, I'm sorry. So, how many do I have here? Yeah, I fired it because I have 2. Yeah, I fired 3 times. Sometimes this thing stacks, you can't really tell. Alright, so we just firing our AAMG 50 caliber at the Pack 38. So we go to charts again, and we go to B2 against infantry. They're not buttoned up. They're not dug in. It's not raining. It is woods, so they do get a +1. So they get a +1. So let's fire with a +1. 2d6. Roll low. Of course I rolled a 10, which is 11. At least I didn't jam the gun. So that did nothing. That was my 3rd. So that means on my tank mat I'm going to mark synergy is used, which means I lose it. Wait, that's not used. That is there should be a use for synergy. There isn't one, which is weird. It said used, right? Oh, there it is. I must have clicked the wrong thing, sorry. Alright, so synergy is used. Can't use it again, so I got my 3 rounds. Or 3 commands. Alright, so now it's their turn. They're going to fire on me. They are suppressed. So they are going to roll on medium range. They are suppressed. They get a +1. I am not hold down, which I wish I was. Tried that. They're not buttoned up. So it is a 2 through 5 hit, 6 through 12 miss. Roll high, roll high, roll high. 9. Good. Miss. So they miss me. Alright. Now we got to roll on the B9. 2d6. They roll a 5. DE1. Haha. DE1 random German AT gun. Guess what, boys? I guess you decided to run off. They were scared. They saw that shell almost hit them. And they are gone. And it's not a wreck. I'm not even going to mark it as a wreck. Well, I mean, it is DE. I don't get credit for it. I don't get credit for it. That was a random event. Maybe some other tank took it out, or maybe upward artillery took it out that I didn't command. Could be anything that took them out. They could have just ran away. Well, that ends this mission. Well, the only good thing about this is it was a success. I did take out an infantry. 1 infantry SS. Take out those stinking SS officers. Alright, so it was a success. So I do get 1 XP. Plus 1 XP. Alright. So now we succeeded in, well, we didn't succeed all the missions, but we completed 6 missions. We got another XP. So I'm going to add that. We didn't get any, we're not going to get any commands or awards. We didn't get anything like this. I'd like just to at least get a bronze star so I can upgrade my tank. I don't know what it's going to take to do that, but we did get an XP, so we got 1 back. I'll probably use that to buy my synergy again, because after you, oh, we haven't scrounged the battlefield either yet. After you get a lose your synergy. Well, I haven't lost it. That's right. I only lose synergy if somebody gets injured, one of my crewmen, and they're in the hospital, or they get killed. So as long as they're not injured and go to the hospital, that's where hospital matters. Everybody's like, what does hospital mean? Well, hospital means that even though they can come back later, it's probably not worth it. But it also means that there's a possibility they come back, there's a possibility they don't. Hospital means also that your synergy, you lose your synergy skill. So it's not good to have. Not good to have that happen. That's why you want to keep your men out of the hospital. Because once you have a working team, you don't want to lose that. Now, will I use an XP to get synergy back? I don't know. I would like to buy some booze, and I may do that, but I have no ore trophies to trade for booze. Booze is another way you can get synergy back. I think it's 1 booze per synergy to get it back. I have no booze right now because I have not traded. I had 2 German rations, which I should have traded for booze, but I didn't. And I lost them in the old tank, so now I have nothing in this tank. So let's go scrounging. We don't have to do the event. Before we can scrounge, though, I have to remember this. We have to check for a counterattack. This mission is not over yet. There's no way to delete this. I'm gonna have to add delete on this because that's not right. Because I can always do a cleanup. That's a new mission, anyways. We don't roll for weather though. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna do a cleanup. Alright, so we have a mission success, and it was an attack, so now we roll 1d6, and they... Oh no! Oh no! Guess what? It's not over till it's over. Alright, so we got a counterattack. So basically this is a defense mission. I get to start where I am, which is medium. The terrain and weather does not change, but we do have to roll. So now we're going to go back to mission start. We do have to roll. I don't think I get ammo back. I don't think I can load ammo. I'm pretty sure no. Alright, so I am guessing that I can still load my ammo. I'm just going to take a free reload because I know you can't resupply, which means I can't get more ammo. But I'm going to restock my ready rack. I assume I have time for that. And I'm going to put a Willy P in the chamber. Alright. I didn't resupply. I'm still... I didn't get more ammo. Or machine gun ammo. But I am going to reload. And reload. Alright, so I just reloaded from my internal storage. I don't get my synergy back. It's the same mission. But I am reloading at least. I think we get that. We just don't get resupply. Unclear. Turret center. Still open and open. Alright. So I think you just start over again. You just don't get your whatever you fired that's expendable, which is these 2. You don't get more. So that's done. So now we gotta roll for mission. We know it's a defense. So I can just put that in there. Defense. So now we're defending. So enemy forces in A and C, not AT guns, which according to errata you don't get AT guns on a defense. They turn into SPGs. So if you roll an AT gun on your roll for German forces, you turn those into SPGs for defense. They will move to D and E the first turn, if possible. And in distance changes, so they are going to advance once to close range. If I reverse, I am out of the mission. So it's either defend or die. We don't change the weather or the terrain. So now we roll for German. On the chart, we roll for the German who is going to attack us. So that is on A4 June 44, 2 through 12. And we roll a 4, 2 infantry. Ooh. Well, since we're medium range and we got infantry, I may just button up. Since this is going to be a defense mission, this can't go on forever, so they will not counterattack again. I may begin hold down, I will. And we have 2 infantry. So I see them coming, 2 infantry squads. And let's roll for what kind of infantry we get. And it's a 1d6. And just regular work mock. Okay, so we get 2 infantry work mock attacking us. And we'll add these 2. Alright, so that's it for that. And we'll see where they are. Now, if they're in A and C, they will try to flank, but infantry flanking at medium range really doesn't make a difference, but you know, I think it did say infantry do flank. It does say A and C, enemy forces. So yeah, they will try to flank. Let's see where this guy ends up. 1d6. Yeah, he's going to try to flank me. I don't know what he's going to do by flanking me, but whatever. Next guy is going to flank me on the other side. That's what they're going to do their first turn. They are not going to be dug in. They are crazy to attack a tank, but it's okay. Alright, that's the randomness of this. So we are done with the setup. The only thing I want to adjust is I am now, hold down. So, not that it really matters against infantry. I actually get to fire first. So I will turn my turret to the left. Guess. Turret left. And I will fire Willie P. Fire. Alright, so that goes into zone A. And I think the way the rules are, if they move up, this smoke goes away. But he's going to move over here, so it doesn't really matter. His first turn, so is this guy. They're going to try to flank me even though I'm firing on them. I mean, that's the rules as written. So I didn't say that they would not move if I fired on them. So I'm assuming that they're going to try to flank me either way. I don't know. That's just, it's kind of ambiguous. It's kind of a little bit confusing there, but we'll just play it that way. Just make it up as we go along here. Okay, so now we're going to go to conduct mission defense. If not movement to contact, they don't fire first in the first round. That is only movement to contact. So defense mission. When you start with hold down status, vehicles move. Do you need it from A and C? It says vehicles. See, now I don't know if I believe that. Vehicles move. Range decreases. I don't know if vehicles move because I looked in the rules. It says enemy forces. It doesn't say vehicles. And I'm pretty sure they will try to move to flanking. Because let's see, if they close range on, they can fire on the did they get any flanking advantage? Well, I guess they would. Tank DE. No. It just destroys you. They must pass a morale check. Yeah, so I mean there's no advantage to them moving to flanking the infantry, but I'm gonna assume that they do. So let's just go with that. Doesn't say just vehicles. I mean here it does. Vehicles move to ADE from AC first. Right. I don't know. It doesn't matter for infantry, but I'm just going to assume that they're going to move. I mean, I don't know why it says vehicles. It doesn't say vehicles. It says everything but AT guns, so I assume everybody moves forward. Alright, so anyway, I did fire on him. We gotta continue this. I do fire, and we do fire with the V1, and we are medium range, so 2 through 6 hits. They are not anything else, no modifiers. So let's roll 2d6. 7. Oof. I just missed. Alright, so all I do is suppress them, which is going to go away. They're going to move anyways. I guess they move with suppressed. I don't know. Doesn't say that they can advance if they're suppressed either. So it's kind of ambiguous. I need more clarification on that, but I don't see anything where it says they can't move if they're suppressed. So anyway, they do acquire me though. So I don't know if they stop moving if they acquire me. I mean, there's a lot of questions there that I have no answers to. Alright, so I'm just going to assume that that was my one shot. I'm not going to reverse. Did I reload? Reload AGG. And see anything else I want to do. I'm already hold down. Next turn they're going to close range, which is kind of scary because these guys now have acquired me. Since it really doesn't matter much, I don't know. We'll see. Now it's their turn. These guys are going to move here. These guys are going to move here. They still acquired me. They still are suppressed. They do not fire. So they move to flank. See, I don't know if infantry can really run that fast and move to flank. Very unclear. I mean, here it says infantry. It doesn't say infantry, but on the other thing it says everything except AT guns, which you don't get AT guns in defense anyways. You get SPGs. So it's very unclear there. Alright, so anyways, they're gonna do, that's what they're do their first action. And now we go to roll on the event check. So 2d6. Ooh, snake eyes. German reinforcement. 1 tank and 1 SPG. Ooh, this just got serious. This just got serious. I was gonna button up. So let's just say I did button up because I really wanted to, but well, I didn't do it. So I'm not gonna retro do it. So yeah, let's see if it shows reinforcement roll per normal placement rules. So I got a tank and an SPG coming in. So we're gonna roll. We may die here. This may be the end. This may be the end. Alright, so we got a tank coming in, 1d10. And they roll a 4. And that's a Panzer 4H. We go to pieces. Excuse the dogs. Panzer 4H. And we roll for the SPG. 1d10. And that is a 3. And that is a 3 is a Jagdpanzer 4. So that is not good. Both of those can penetrate even though I'm hull down. They can still penetrate. Now I gotta roll for placement. 1d6, 6. Now they are not gonna move to flank because that was just the first turn. Defense start, hold down, vehicles move to flank. So they are not moving to flank. That was just the first turn that they moved to flank. Alright, so let's roll for the Japan's 4. He is 3. So he's in front of me. Alright, so there we are now. Start a new turn. New round. Grade smoke. And suppression. Alright, so I probably should have rolled to see if they targeted me for this guy. Even though he moved, he may target me. So let's roll for him. Well, he moved, he didn't target. I'm not going to do both. It's just the way I'm going to roll it. Alright, so now it's my turn. And now we close range. So now I'm close range. So I can back out, but then I would get a detrimental to my promotion. So I want to try to stick it out. My first turn is to... These guys aren't firing on me yet. I need to take out one of these infantry or I'm going to get Panzer Fausted. My turret is still left, but I can't fire on them unless I turn my hull. Actually, how does that work? My turret is left. A and D. Yeah, I can fire on them. Alright, so I'm going to fire my coax on them. There's no smoke. So we'll take one from the ammo. Fire. Alright, so now we roll on the table. And that is B2 infantry. +1 for woods. They're not dug in. They're not suppressed. I am not buttoned. So it's just a +1. Just a +1. Low. 7. Suppress. It's a 6 +1. So all I did is suppress them. Now I could fire again on them. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot my HE because I need to load AP. I'm gonna fire again on them with HE. So we're gonna go up here. We are close range. 2 through 7. It would be a hit. And no modifiers. We're in the woods, but that doesn't matter. Okay. 2 through 7's a hit. Of course, we roll a 9. So that's another suppress. So that means that they have a step loss. And we delete the suppress. Two suppresses is step loss. So I think, yeah. So that would be a step loss for that. Alright, I got that wrong. Since that I get a -1 since I fired on them in the previous round. So instead of a suppress, that's actually a 1 plus suppress. And since they were already suppressed, they are eliminated. They are done. Because he already was suppressed, and then he got a step loss and another suppress, which eliminates them. And if you look at the chart, it was a previous target, so I had a -1. So that was actually a -1 plus a +1. Wait, what did I roll? 9, 8. No, I was wrong. That was the previous, I'm sorry, that was the previous round. So they had a 6 instead of a 7. That would have been a 1 plus suppress. So I had a +1 for woods. And they weren't previous to target then. So, no, I did it right. I'm sorry. I gotta put him back on there. He is back. I shouldn't have got rid of him. He is back, and he is reduced though. Alright, sorry about the confusion. I got that in the wrong order. Even with the previous, I still wouldn't have. So I rolled a 9. So, but he is suppressed still. So I did reduce him. Alright. So that is my first shot. That was my second shot, actually. And I am going to load. I fired that already. I'm going to load AP, of course. So I'm getting ready to attack these tanks. Alright, so that's the end of my turn. I'm still hold down. Now we gotta roll. This guy does acquire me. So I know he's gonna fire on me. And I could put him flanking. I don't know. I don't know if infantry moves forward for flanking or not. I think they do. I mean, it says everything but AT, so I would assume they mean infantry. So he's going to shoot on my flank with his infantry. So that would be a chart. That would be this chart. Now he can try to button me up. Actually, no, that would not be that chart. It would be close range. So here we go. 1, 2, 3 small arms. 4 through 6 he's going to try a Panzerfaust attack. Now he's going to get a -2 to this roll because he's suppressed and he has a step loss. So let's see what he does. -2. He rolls a 4. -2 is a small arms. Must button. So that means that he automatically hits me. Doesn't have to, not attacking with his Panzerfaust. But I must button. Now why I didn't button is not a good choice. So that means now we're going to have to roll for injuries on my driver and my commander. So we're going to go back to the charts, and we are going to roll for buttons right here. Roll 2d6 for each wounded crewman. Okay. Any B result causes a wound check for 1 to 2. So we're going to roll first for the commander, and he rolls a 5, so he is not injured. Now we're going to roll for the driver. He rolls a 2. He may be injured. Well, he is injured. So now I roll on the wound chart, and that's a 2d6, and he rolls a 9. He has a serious wound. This is bad. This is bad. So he has a serious wound. That means he cannot, we are immobilized temporarily until my assistant driver on the next round can get in there. I would assume that it takes a full round for him to move, because it wouldn't make any sense because they always fire second. So I'd assume that he's going to move, that I can't move for a round. So next turn I will not be able to move. So I'm temporarily immobilized. So let's close that. And alright, so this guy temporarily immobilized me. He did. I am buttoned up though. So I do button. I am buttoned up. This guy's got a serious wound. So if I lose my tank, he's dead. Yeah. I was hold down, but it didn't seem to matter. I don't think you get a hold down effect for flanking anyway. I think that's just from the front. So anyway, I can't move right now. My driver's seriously wounded. He must have got shot. And now we got to roll for these other guys. So 1, he attacks. Yep, he does not attack. A 1, this Panzer IV attacks. He does not attack. A 1, this infantry attacks. He does not attack. So nobody else attacks me. They're busy doing something else. So that is the end of the round. We roll for event check. And that is B9. And we roll a 2d6. And we roll 8. No event. Oh, I just wish I would have rolled something like 11 would have been nice. Alright, so no effect. So that's the end of that round. So now we have to degrade smoke. Smoke is gone. Alright, so I have a jab panzer in front of me, which I can hit, but I do not penetrate his armor unless I do a flanking maneuver. I cannot move. My turret is turned to the left. I can turn turret forward and fire on him. I need to get rid of these infantry though, because they're going to kill me with those Panzerfaust. I am going to fire. Should I fire the machine gun? I have AP, so yeah, I'm gonna fire my coaxial. I'll fire my 50 cal. No, I can't. I'm buttoned up. I can't fire my 50 cal. So I'm gonna fire my coaxial again. Got 2 rounds left before I need to reload. And that is the gunner firing. And he will fire on him. Now I previously acquired target, so I get a -1. So let's go here. Alright, so now we have a -1. And we are close range, so 2 through 7 with a -1 gunnery, so it's 2 through 8. And I roll a 5. So they are destroyed. Eliminate. Delete. Alright. They are destroyed. I had a +1 for fire buttoned up, but that equals 0. 5 would still have hit. So, they're gone. Now what do I do? Now I fired my coaxial, which maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have fired my, no, I couldn't fire my bow. Alright, so we're going to move turret center. That's going to be my second command. And this guy is going to get moved. Assistant driver is now in the driver position. That means I cannot fire out of my bow now because I'm driving. That's okay. And so he pushes his body or his lifeless, well, semi-lifeless body out of the way and steps into the driver's seat. Alright, so now we are done with our turn. So now we have to roll for the 2 tanks. SPG first. If he rolls a 1, he fires on me. Nope. Panzer 4 next. Oof. Ooh, this might be game over. This might be game over, man. Alright, so he fires on me. And he's got a penetration of 7. So let's look at the chart. I am hull down though. But even a 7 will beat my armor of 6. He's close range, so it's 2 through 7. I am hull down, so it's a +1. And he is not buttoned up, so he gets a +1 to the roll. So roll high, roll high, roll high. 8, yes. +1 is 9. He misses. That was close. Alright, so we know we're going to attack next. And he has acquired me. And he's not buttoned. And we still got to roll for infantry here. They could attack me with their Panzerfaust on a 1. Nope. So these two have not acquired me yet, but this guy has. Alright, so now we got to roll for event check on B9. 2d6. 3. German reinforcement. 1 SPG. This is never going to end. This battle is never going to end. So we got a German SPG coming in. Alright, so let's add that. German SPG. So we're going to roll for what type of SPG that's coming in, right? So it could be, let's see what we got coming in. 1d10. Ooh, a 10. A Nashorn. Nashorn, I don't think those are too fun either. Nashorn. Oof. I think it's got like a 120 millimeter cannon. Very easy to take out, but oh my. That's all we need is more tanks. Alright, I'm getting ready. Since I have a serious wound, I'm getting ready to back out. I'm seriously thinking about backing out of this. I hate to abandon another mission, but I'm sorry, but this was crazy, and I can't think of a way I could win this. I'm close range. I got a Nashorn who is going to appear in over here next to the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV has acquired me. Yeah. I have turret center. I would have to turn my turret and fire on the Panzer IV. That'd be one action. Then I could back out if I don't destroy him. Or I could move for flanking. If I move for flanking, I want to be flanked from both sides here. Actually, Now if I turn, they will not be able to flank me anymore. Doesn't matter. Anyways, they would flank me though. No, I think flanking, everybody flanks you, but who you're firing at. So all right, we'll do one last shot. We'll fire. We'll turn turret right. Fire on the. I'm gonna fire on the Panzer IV. All right, let's fire on him. Just kidding. All right, close range 2 through 7. Hit. I'm not flanking him. His forward. Is his hull actually better than his turret? His turret is 5. His hull is 6. That's crazy. So his hull is actually more vulnerable than his turret. That's the way it is. Yeah, this guy's has a horrible. Okay, so I have a. So I'm gonna hopefully I hit his turret. All right, so 2 through 7. I have not acquired him. I am buttoned up, so I get a +1, and that's about it. So it's a 2 through 6 basically. So let's roll. 7. Nope. That is a miss. With the modifier, that's 8. It would have been a hit, but I'm buttoned up. So I should have probably unbuttoned myself, but I don't know. So that's a miss. Yeah, that is a miss. So I'm going to. Sorry, folks. I hate to end this like this again, but I'm backing out. So we're gonna move backwards, and that backs out of the mission. It is a failure, I know, but there is no way I'm going to take on a Nashorn, a Panzer IV, and a Jad Panzer IV, and a infantry at close range. That is just crazy. That is, I mean, that's just asking to die again. So what would have been a success, because I took the AT gun, or the AT gun got destroyed, turned out to be a failure. Now, this all counts at the end, successes and failures. I do have a serious wound, so I do need to roll on that to see what happens to this guy on the serious wound. See if he spends time in the hospital or not. I'm probably just going to replace him with a new driver, because I really don't. He has no skills, and I really don't. I'm not going to set out, or I'm not going to, get him back. So the problem with this is because he's seriously wounded, I do lose my synergy, which I didn't even remember to use. I could have used it, so I lose it. So I lose my synergy. Well, let me lose it. Well, anyways, I do lose it. I don't know why it's not letting me lose it. Yeah, that's kind of dumb. I may have to add deletes to these, or remove. But I did lose my synergy, so it will be gone. I'm going to go clean up. It will be gone on. Oh, it is gone. Huh, that's weird. But it will. It doesn't come back. I had to spend either a booze or an experience point to get it back. I don't know if I'm going to do either of those because it's not worth it. So I did back out. So this is a failure. We'll mark that down. And I marked it as success a little too prematurely. I forgot to roll for the reinforcements, or for the counterattack. So that is a failure, even though I did take out 2 infantry. Add 1 infantry. It's not enough for a medal. WHR. No. No, no, no. Nope. Yeah, that turns into a failure. So I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. You need 5 to even become a draw. So we're not even at any scoring yet. This is a dismal failure if I get killed before another success. I am not doing well as commander, but I did save the tank. I did save the one guy. He's seriously wounded. Put that down. Seriously wounded driver. And I may put that down in the notes again. Seriously wounded driver. Then I'll put counterattack. Counterattack. Failure. Now, the reason I'm not going to take a penalty is because I have a seriously wounded crew member. So I don't take a penalty for backing out. Seriously wounded driver. So I don't take a penalty. I still get an XP. And so we're going to roll for the driver. So see if you got a double amputation or what his injuries are. I don't think it'd be a frag, but he was shot at. So let's roll 2d6. And we roll a 5. Broken arm. Missed 24 missions. So he broke his arm trying to get back into the tank after he got shot at, which, could happen. I mean, you're trying to button up really quick. That means he has a hospital stay. So I'm going to replace him next mission. And I'm going to get me a new driver, and I'm going to train him again at Fort Knox. And I think at Fort Knox, I can driver training. Roll 2 times on chart B5. I could maybe get a better driver, because if he gets we'll do that next turn. Next round. Well, let's do that now so I don't forget it. So let's take this new driver I'm getting. Roll 2 times on B5. So let's do that first. Let's go to B5. And we'll roll for mud 2 times. So I need a 6 through 12 twice. If I get 6 through 12 twice, I get -1 to my eye for terrain skill. If I don't, he just comes in as a regular driver. 9. Yes, that's 1. Nope. 3. Nope. He got stuck in the mud. He failed his driving course. So he's just a regular driver. So I'm going to clean this up. So that is the end of our mission. It was a success until it turned into a failure. Alright guys, that's about it. We'll start our next mission. We did save the tank. We are going to get a new driver, which doesn't really matter. The other driver didn't have any skills, and the new driver doesn't have any skills. So no loss on that front. He had a broken arm, He's in the hospital for 24 months or missions. Um, yeah, I'm not even gonna roll to see if he comes back. I mean, let's just retire him. He's go home, back to the States. You got your $1 million wound. Alright guys, this is JMOS. Talk to you later.